What is this garbage? Oh my god. So fucking stupid. Downloading update. Shit, man. What kind of garbage is this? I fucking leave my PS4 just regular so I could do the fucking update, and then it's all this bullshit I have to deal with. Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, we're still on there. Okay, perfect. Wow. So hello everybody, welcome back to another MVP story. Today I'm going to be talking about the legendary Pam. There's several individuals in MVP that know who Pam is. He's a very talented player. He's a very great individual. Pam is Pam, just like as you read in the description, he's a very cheerful, passionate, and respectful person. He's never really negative. He's never really caused issues in the fam. He's always been that guy that's always really been there for everybody and had everybody's back, and trying to at first, you know, you're gonna hear in the story of how, you know, like he always used to feel let down about himself, comparing himself to others, in a sense where like 4th gen was a very strong generation. Everybody was already dropping like 25 kills, 30 kills. They already established themselves as COD players. Pam was always that guy in the back burner that you know, he's trying so hard to become that next guy, without any cockiness, without any greed, or without any like, I have to be better than this guy. He doesn't have an ego. It's just to himself as a player, he had to feel that, you know, he's just as good as everybody else, and he can bring something to the team, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna start reading, and so you guys can hear Pam's awesome story. I think this is the last chapter that I've written in the book, and all I gotta do now is get my friend to write it up, a good copy on the computer, and get it built and then publish it. So enjoy, and I hope you guys love this story. So here we go. So I wrote this December 26, 2019. This is, the title is called Pam's Journey on Becoming the 10th Lieutenant of 4th Gen. So here we go. Pam is a person that has tremendous determination when it comes to a clan war or tough opponents. He's a strategist and never stops rushing his opponents. Pam is a remarkable, trustworthy, and cheerful MVP member. He joined MVP on December 28, 2014, after witnessing our arrival on the map Turbine on Black Ops 2. In those days, Pam was known as the leader of TPC clan, but after meeting the second captain of 4th Gen, he became truly amazed of the raw talent 4th Gen displayed in the same match him and his clan were struggling to win. After the second captain ordered each member in 4th Gen to do different tactics to win with such confidence, inspired Pam to ask the second captain if he could join MVP. At first glance, the Cap realized his playing ability was lacking a lot. The captain didn't know how serious Pam was on his decision, but after noticing how confident Pam took a losing situation, made Captain Cheesemo smile. Therefore, the captain said, "Do you have determination and the will to win?" Pam said, 100%. "Can I join your clan, please?" The second captain's members groaned silent on their leader's choice. The Cap said, "Kid, MVP is a place where good and bad players can join and improve in Call of Duty. I can tell off the bat that you're capable of improvement. So as of today, you're a part of my 4th Gen and our wonderful family." In the year of 2014, Pam was training hard to improve his skills in both TPC clan and MVP, but it became hard multitasking between clans. The issue was TPC was slowly falling apart due to his lack of skills and leadership qualities. Throughout this week-to-week issue shocked the second cap of how Pam's motivation to improve never wavered, which strengthened his MVP spirit. Therefore, for 4 months of non-stop training had passed. Pam's skills, quick thinking strategies, and aggressive playing style improved 50 times greater than the day he joined MVP. Pam experienced tons of clan wars in his member days, but instead of losing, he finally felt the joy of winning, and each victory made him more confident in his playing style. Under the guidance of his teacher Cheesemo, he always felt the most comfortable using the M4A1, which is his deadliest weapon at the time. Since Pam was still a member, he always waited for his captain's analyzation of our opponent's weaknesses, which made it easier for him to position in the right spots to get kills. The way Pam stood out in early 4th generation was listening to his captain's advice, along with having a similar goal to get more kills than Cheesemo, just like all the other members such as Trevor Smith, Super Pig, Young Prince, Royal to Loyal, and Shorty Angel. Unfortunately, when it came to 1v1s, Pam had difficulty beating everybody in his generation since everyone had faster judgmental skills than him. Instead of changing up his strategy each time he died to confuse his enemy, Pam would get frustrated during the middle of the match and just rush. Royal to Loyal always gave his members advice after they lost to keep them positive, but Royal always beat Pam because of his patient playing style. Trevor had the most aggressive playing style, similar to the previous first cap and current second cap, allowing him to get streaks fast, meaning Pam kept getting spawn trapped. Trev always tried while giving advice during the match. The second cap would always be watching each training session, so anytime members were playing not at 100% would get lectured. Then after the 1v1, the second cap would destroy both the loser and the winner to prove an example of never going easy on your opponent. Pam's battles with Young Prince was similar in ways of being overpowered by gun setups, plus Prince never revealed his weaknesses. The difference between Prince facing Pam compared to Royal to Loyal and Trevor is he took Cheesemo's advice on going all out without revealing your best hand. Young Prince acted this way because he was the second strongest member in MVP's 4th generation and desperately wanted Royal to Loyal's top spot. Okay. Super Pig always managed to be 2 steps ahead of Pam, but most of their encounters was a well-balanced match. During late 2014, Pam heard about a newcomer named Breezy, but didn't get the chance to meet him since he took a break for school. Also, Pam heard about Royal Toledo's new student, Royal Diamond, who caught Cheesemo's attention instantly due to his hidden potential. In the year 2015, Pam had took a little break from Call of Duty and tried dominating other games like Destiny. The second captain was worried about Pam's departure because everyone would be light years ahead of him in training once he'd return. Pam was out of action from January to April, missing his 4th gen training along with the 3rd captain tournament hype. On May 10th, 2015, Pam returned to MVP, but things changed a lot. Like his teacher Cheesemo started becoming obsessed on who should be the first lieutenant of 4th generation. In the second captain's mind, this was a tough decision to eventually make, since Young Prince became the 4th strongest after Royal Diamond's development. Also, Cheesemo had to take into account that everyone wanted Royal Toledo or Trevor to take the position, because they always had that co-leader attitude. Pam knew that they were much stronger than him, but instead of being sad about it, he just continued to train harder. Unfortunately, Pam couldn't become a lieutenant because online he couldn't get 25 kills less than 10 deaths. Furthermore, the second cap couldn't complete his training due to Pam being on COD some weeks and on other games other weeks. Therefore, Pam stayed positive by using the new 4th gen lieutenants as an obstacle to overcome. In between the months of June and July, Pam enjoyed learning new tactics by all the 4th gen lieutenants, but still felt in a loop. Pam started getting frustrated on not being able to beat anyone, especially Cheesemo, who always played at 50% to remain intimidating and undefeated. The second cap realized Pam's biggest issue is not having a rival to train with every day, which would be easier to improve knowing you're evenly matched. As the days turned into weeks, Pam eventually decided to take a 6-month break from MVP, missing the 3rd captain tournament and newest member, Very Funny 2002. Whew. On February 2nd, 2016, Pam returned in a training session with Rambo, Royal Diamond, B-Snips, and BlackMacheesemo on the map Standoff in Black Ops 2. Once in the game, Pam said, "What's up, Cheesemo?" B-Snips asked Cheesemo, "Who's this kid?" Cheesemo stated, "Oh, right, you haven't met everyone in 4th gen yet. Let me introduce you to Pam. He's from 4th gen, and he's one of the most hard-working members during that era." After B-Snips, along with Rambo the Great, realized Pam was from the strongest generation in MVP, they instantly respected him. Throughout the Cheesemo training, Pam started dropping streaks much more faster than the 5th gen members. Rambo said, "What gun are you using, Pam?" Pam said, "I'm using a Type 25. Rambo stated, "Wow, that's the same gun Cheesemo always uses. Speaking of Cheesemo, have you beaten him yet in a 1v1? Royal Diamond started laughing, saying, "Pam beating Cheese? Don't make me laugh. No offense, Pam. You got determination, but that won't be enough to beat Cheesemo." Pam went silent, picturing the impossible goal of beating his captain for the first time. Then B-Snip said, "Diamond, I can't even beat Cheese yet. It's not the end of the world. If I take this game serious enough, maybe I could beat Cheese." Royal Diamond said, "You guys are just members. You can't even beat lieutenants, and you're trying to compare your skills to a captain. Focus on becoming a lieutenant, and maybe I might take your goals seriously." Cheesemo started thinking, of how far Pam's grown since his departure 6 months ago. Then Cheesemo had an assumption. If Pam could defeat me, wouldn't he have more confidence in his playing ability? Wouldn't he feel a big weight lifted off his shoulders? If beating me is his goal, like all members, I assume he'll become a lieutenant with a similar personalities and playing abilities like 4th Gen. As 2nd Captain, I'm responsible for training my members at their peak, then promoting them to lieutenants for the sole purpose of surpassing me as captain. Once surpassed, the legacy of MVP continues, and my duties as leaders would be completed. I think Pam's finally ready. Therefore, Cheesemo said, okay, everyone, that's enough training for today. I gotta go to my college now for an exam. On February 10th, 2016, Cheesemo sent Pam a message on PSN saying, Pam, I've grown impressed with your overwhelming capabilities as of late. I want you to join me in a custom game. There's a surprise that awaits you if you're able to beat me, understood? Pam stated, I think I know what it is. You're gonna promote me if I win, right? Cheesemo said, just join. Don't get your hopes up. Once Pam joined, Cheesemo said, Pam, I think you have what it takes to become a lieutenant. Unfortunately, you will have to beat me in a 1v1 to prove it. Now, do you want to face me in any guns or snipers? Pam said snipers. Oh my god, Cheesemo, today's the day I finally beat you. Therefore, Cheesemo said, don't forget who you're up against here. I'm the fastest MVP member in history, and if you don't go all out, I'll end this match in 5 minutes. In the beginning of the match, Pam was killing Cheese left, right, and center on Nuketown 2025. Also, Pam's accuracy timing was a split second, which gave him a huge lead. The 2nd Cap was analyzing Pam's strategy, but couldn't stop his onslaught of kills. So Cheesemo realized to beat Pam, he has to fight fire with fire. During the middle of the match, Cheesemo made a comeback in kills, but Pam still had a 12 kill lead and never missed a second shot the entire match. Therefore, Pam defeated the 2nd Cap for his first time 30-18. Cheesemo said, congratulations on your win, Pam. You overcame even the likes of me to come a step closer on becoming captain. So without further ado, I'm promoting you to the 10th lieutenant of MVP's 4th generation, which means you can enter in the upcoming 4th captain tournament. Pam started feeling very happy about his big accomplishment and said, thank you, Cheesemo. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. Cheesemo said, that's my duty as captain, but to be honest, I can argue about radar being on or how that was my first match. Honestly, Pam, allow me another match with no radar on, because now that I'm warmed up, we both know you can't beat me a second time. Pam stated, Cheese, I'm not a member that you can intimidate anymore. So allow me to prove to you that I'm the best of the best now. Look at this kid talking trash, being all cocky. In the beginning of the match, Cheesemo rushed Pam with full confidence, but Pam just came off like a different player. No matter where Cheesemo went, Pam just kept killing Cheesemo, dropping stealth chopper, counter UAV, and UAV. Cheesemo was impressed with his students' natural talent, but there was no way Cheesemo was throwing in the towel yet. In the middle of the match, Cheesemo got a few kills, but every time Cheesemo tried to spawn trap Pam, he felt hesitant because it took 3 shots before Cheese could kill Pam. But it only took Pam at least 2 shots to kill Cheese. Therefore, Pam beat Cheesemo 30-9, which almost broke his teacher's pride. Then Pam said, "Good match, Cheesemo," while laughing. After the match, Pam had to go somewhere, leaving Cheesemo depressed on losing twice. Despite being frustrated on several different strategies Cheese could have done, overall, he was so proud of Pam's determination not to quit and used his new accomplishment as an obstacle to train harder. I'm liking this. Several weeks later, Pam told everyone in MVP that he defeated Cheesemo in Sniping to become the 10th lieutenant of 4th Gen. Normally when there's a buzz in MVP, Royal Diamond is the first person to find out more info regarding the situation. So Diamond joined Pam's training session with Rambo. Once in the session, Royal Diamond wanted to face Pam in a 1v1 with snipers. Pam agreed, and the match began. In the beginning of the match, Pam showcased how perfect his accuracy timing is with the ballista on Nuketown 2025. Unfortunately, despite Pam's confidence to even challenge Diamond, knowing he's been undefeated for 2 months in 1v1s, surprised even Rambo the Great. Throughout the beginning, Pam had accuracy timing, but Diamond had strategy, meaning that instead of rushing Pam, he let Pam come to him. Pam was unaware of how well Diamond mastered controlling the spawns, which got Pam killed many times due to his impatience. During the middle of the match, Pam's impatience turned into frustration because he had no idea how or where to kill Royal Diamond. Therefore, Diamond beat Pam 30-6, which surprised Rambo because he himself struggled to beat Pam. After the match, Diamond said, "Congratulations on becoming a 4th Gen lieutenant, but even as a co-leader, you're still not in my league." Pam said, "Thanks, Diamond, but you were camping the whole time. It was hard to find you." Diamond said, "I wasn't camping. I was spawn trapping you while using my hearing to my advantage." Pam stated, "Oh, that explains why I died so much." While laughing, and Diamond asked Rambo if he wants to 1v1. Rambo said, "I'm good, Diamond. Maybe tomorrow, cause I'm just trying to train now with Pam in for fun sniping match." Throughout the last week of February, Pam and Rambo became rivals in 1v1s. A majority of their matches were fairly close. If the second captain was hosting the custom game, they would 1v1 for an hour straight. Normally, members would join to watch the match, then afterwards the members would be motivated to play, but never got the opportunity to because Rambo and Pam were obsessed with surpassing one another. In the month of March, COD players were joining MVP's 5th Gen weekly, so Cheesemo decided to come up with an event that could showcase 5th Gen's true potential. The event Cheesemo came up with was called Gen vs. Gen, where past, present, and future gens could battle to determine the strongest generation in MVP history. Once Cheesemo made the announcement in the first MVP chat, everyone started to get excited. Also, Cheesemo said it's going to be 5th Gen versus 4th Gen. The only way you can enter this event is if you're one of the strongest players in your generation. Therefore, you all have by the end of the month to show your captains online or in training what you're made of, okay? Cheesemo out. Pam's thoughts of the event were mere excitement because instead of facing his gen to prove who's better, he'll be playing alongside the generation he grew up with against an entirely new generation, which would be more of a challenge than facing another clan. Wow. Furthermore, Pam noticed how different his playing style is from Rambo's, so off the bat he knew that the winner of this event would come down to who trained their generations better, Royal to Loyal or Cheesemo. But Pam had complete faith in his captain and his generation's title as strongest in MVP. Several days later, Cheesemo invites Pam to do Jordan Knight's debut. Once Pam joined the session, He said, "Hello, Jordan. As of today, I'll be your teacher." Jordan said, "Awesome. So what am I going to do today?" Pam said, "First, we'll do your debut. Then we'll do some training." In the beginning of the match, Pam used his M8A1 on Jordan's playing. Sorry. M4. Oh, hold on. Sorry, my bad. M8A1 on Jordan, playing mostly in the middle to analyze his students' abilities on Nuketown 2025. Throughout the beginning, Jordan did second generation strategy by holding down both households to the best of his ability. Unfortunately, Pam expected Jordan to play like this since he stopped pushing outside, so Pam kept playing towards the backyard of both houses, killing Jordan from behind. On several small occasions, Jordan would kill Pam by either camping in the different corners in the upstairs window or climbing out of the window. By climbing outside the window made Pam think he ran towards the middle of the map, so when Pam pushed outside from the bottom of the house, Jordan would kill him. In the middle of the match, Pam always complimented Jordan on each kill he got on him, which made Jordan more relaxed in his 1v1 debut compared to other lieutenants. Throughout the middle, Pam started spawn trapping a little to show Cheesemo he's in control of the match. Back in these days, lieutenants always had to win debuts, because if not, showed weakness and would force Cheesemo to demote the lieutenant back to a member. Therefore, Pam beat Jordan 30-11, impressing Cheesemo with his skills in 1v1s. Jordan said, "Pam, you're so good." Pam stated, "Thanks, Jordan. You played pretty well yourself. Now that you're an MVP, let's start your training." The next match, Jordan had to face 9 bots on Harden for Pam to figure out what gen strategy best fits his students' capabilities. During the beginning of the match, Jordan pushed out in the middle of Nuketown but kept getting killed. Also, Jordan failed to pre-aim at an exact location the bot would appear. Although Jordan was in a bad situation, he stayed positive and focused on how he died, which forced Jordan to play slow, letting the bots push him. Cheesemo quickly realized that Jordan plays a lot like Pam did in his member days. During the middle of the match, Jordan did well camping upstairs in Orange House. Jordan used the light machine gun to prevent reloading after 1 kill, which allowed him to achieve a bloodthirsty of 5 kills every minute. Jordan had an issue timing when he'll be flanking behind, or when he'll be flanked behind, which showed Jordan which showed that Jordan felt unconfident on moving throughout the house. Pam tried to give Jordan suggestions on where to go for quick kills, but anytime Jordan left the upstairs, he got killed quickly. Therefore, Jordan went 60-55 in his Cheesemo training session. Then Pam said, "Jordan, you need to learn how to maneuver quickly throughout the map to get your streaks faster." Cheesemo said, "What gens you think Jordan is skilled of?" Pam said probably 2nd or 3rd gen strat. Cheesemo agreed with Pam's statements and suggested that it will take 3 months for Jordan to master these tactics. Furthermore, Cheesemo said, "I will try to get a hold of Rambo to help in his 1v1s, since Rambo has already mastered 2nd and 3rd gen strategies already." "Oh, Jordan, welcome to MVP. Pam played like you in his member days. He will be a great teacher for you as the weeks go by. Once your training is complete by Pam, I will take over where he left off." Jordan said, "Thank you guys. Nobody's ever treated me like this in COD. I won't let you guys down." Awesome. Jordan Knight, the legend. Okay, so on April 1st, 2016, Gen vs. Gen began. The second Caps team had Breezy, Suicidal, Royal Diamond, Young Prince, Defend My Honor, Trevor Smith, and Pam. Royal Diamond's team had, Royal Diamond's team. Royal to Loyal's team had Fragile Blades, Conviction, B Snips, Ibrahim, Commando, Baby Ashy, ID, and Rambo the Great. The first match was Team Deathmatch on Yemen to 100 kills, which Pam helped in support streaks like Hellstorm and UAV, allowing 4th Gen to win. The next match was Sniping on Raid with 5th Gen. So 5th Gen had to step up their game big time, but sadly they were defeated again. On Standoff, 5th Gen managed to easily defeat 4th Gen in Sniping thanks to Rambo, Conviction, and Fragile Blades, which shocked Cheesemo. Furthermore, since it was tied 1-1 in Sniping, both captains could join in with their generations on drone. Cheesemo joining the front lines heavily motivated 4th Gen to easily destroy 5th Gen in this last match. 4th Gen managed to drop streaks after streaks, killing their opponents with ease. Therefore, since Royal to Loyal couldn't snipe in, Cheesemo could allowed 4th Gen to win in Sniping. Lastly, the final match was on Hijack, Any Gun, where Suicidal and Breezy led their 4th Gen to victory, defending their title as the strongest for 2 years. Wow. Several weeks later, Pam didn't enjoy the after effects of the Gen vs. Gen because 4th Gen didn't just beat 5th Gen, they destroyed 5th Gen's pride, strength, and purpose. Pam had trouble trusting a few 5th Gen members because of their insulting behaviors. Throughout the weeks, conflicts arose rapidly to the point where 4th Gen lieutenants recommended to Cheesemo to start kicking members from 5th Gen out of MVP. Despite Cheesemo being the founder of MVP, he didn't want to become like other clans, so Cheesemo instead conducted interviews with both generations to find a solution. So Cheesemo invited Pam to hear his negatives towards 5th generation. Cheesemo said, "Pam, why are you refusing to train 5th Gen members?" Pam said, "No offense, Cheesemo, but you gotta start kicking these kids out of MVP. They all don't take MVP seriously. Online, they could barely get 20 kills, and after Gen vs. Gen, they trash talk towards us 4th Gen lieutenants." Cheesemo thought very carefully on Pam's words, then said, "I understand your argument, but not too long ago, you used to have trouble gaining 20 plus kills as well. I believe the only person to solve this conflict is Royal to Loyal, the 3rd captain. It's his generation, and instead of resolving this conflict, he's acting like he doesn't care. Also, to make matters worse, Royal to Loyal won't be back for 5 months. Pam stated, "Cheese, you're the only captain here right now. What are you gonna do?" Therefore, Cheesemo said, "Since 5th Gen doesn't have a leader to guide them or look up to, then next month I will choose 5 5th Gen members at their peak and have Royal to Loyal promote them to lieutenants. By doing this, 5th Gen will become more organized, and with organization comes responsibility, respect, teamwork, and leadership." On May 1st, 2016, Cheesemo asked every lieutenant in 4th Gen, along with every 5th Gen member, about who they deemed worthy on becoming the first lieutenant of 5th Gen. Pam was the first individual to recommend Rambo the Great. Cheesemo said, "Good choice, but why Rambo and not King Hydro or Fragile Blades?" Pam said, "Rambo is amazing. He's always online every day finding new members to join. Plus, it's been difficult for me to beat him in snipers. When it comes to any guns, Rambo's playing style is difficult to beat, even for a lieutenant like me." Cheesemo said, "I agree strongly with your intentions. Rambo also beat Royal to Loyal twice with any guns and surpassed me in sniping. Furthermore, the other lieutenants in 4th Gen also think Rambo should obtain that position." "Alright, Pam, I'ma tell Royal to Loyal and hopefully this conflict will be over." Awesome. On May 15th, 2016, Royal Toledo promoted Rambo the Great to first lieutenant because everyone admired his strong determination and expected him to carry his gen on his shoulders. Where am I? Okay, King Hydro got promoted to second lieutenant because of how well he paid attention on improving his mistakes and giving good advice. DA 31x54 was promoted to the third lieutenant due to his ambitious tendencies to surpass Royal Diamond in 1v1 combat. Beating Diamond is no easy feat, so always thinking about surpassing him forced DA to take 1v1s and clan wars seriously. Fragile Blades got promoted to 4th lieutenant because of his determination to succeed. Before he was lazy, but with Royal Toledo gone, he knew it was time to step up to the plate and organize his gen. Finally, Skittles, or Z Reborn Skittles, got promoted to 5th lieutenant because teamwork was his greatest strength. Furthermore, Skittles was trained by WWFS to become 5th gen's best tactician. At the end of the day, Pam congratulated the new lieutenants on their promotion and decided to give 5th gen members another chance despite their behavior. The next day, Pam joined Cheesemo's training session on Nuketown and noticed that Very Funny 2002 had returned to MVP. Pam said, "Long time no see, Funny." Funny stated, "Hey Pam, I got my PS3 back yesterday, but you wouldn't believe what happened to me earlier this morning." Pam said, "What is it?" Funny said, "I beat Cheesemo in any guns and got promoted to the 11th lieutenant of 4th gen." Pam said, "No way! Congratulations, Funny. You're literally a rank behind me, cause I'm 10th lieutenant of 4th gen." Cheesemo said, "Something just came to mind, guys. How about we see which one of you guys are better? Right now, I want to see the 10th lieutenant versus the 11th lieutenant of 4th gen." In the beginning of the match, Pam felt confident on victory since Very Funny hasn't played in 3 months. Pam started playing quick and aggressive from the beginning, killing Funny a few times. Funny played a little slow, using head glitches to his advantages. Pam wasn't worried about Funny going over head glitches near Orange House, Garage, or at Red Car in the middle of the map, because Funny just stayed there, which allowed Pam to get flank kills. In the middle of the match, both lieutenants kept spawn trapping each other a few times, but since Pam had 5 kill lead, forced Very Funny to push him consistently. Therefore, Pam beat Very Funny 30-21, which impressed Cheesemo a lot after the match. Both lieutenants said, "Good game," and we played online for the rest of the day. In between the months of June and July, Pam noticed tons of new members joining, such as Native 4 Coyote, Dojomo, Nick 2020, Frost Mago, Gorilla, Polo Baby, Cryonic Fears, Drop Dead Please, Dweezy, and I'm Dominican Saint and MVP's 5th generation. Throughout June, the second cap was noticing how hard the 5th gen lieutenants were working towards finding more members and training them to their peak. The success of 5th gen continued to be positive thanks to their lieutenants and Cheesemo's leadership. Sadly, since Royal Toledo hadn't been online for 3 months, left Cheesemo with all the responsibility for both 4th and 5th gen's development. In July, Cheesemo invited Pam to a custom game to do Kevin the Best's debut in MVP's 5th generation. Once Pam joined, Cheesemo said, "Kevin, this is Pam. He is the 10th lieutenant of 4th generation. He's going to do your debut and improve your any gun skills. When Pam's not online, King Hydra will continue your training along with teaching you how to snipe." Kevin said, "Sounds good, Cheese. I'm ready to face him." In the beginning of the match, Kevin played similar to Rambo, 2nd gen tactics, but since Pam always faced Rambo on a regular basis, made it child's play destroying Kevin. Sorry. I should have got water. Throughout the match, Pam played really cocky, since Kevin didn't have a strategy, which frustrated Kevin because he realized Pam wasn't trying. Therefore, Pam won 30-9. Kevin was disappointed because he realized the difference between how a lieutenant plays compared to a captain. Pam said, Cheesemo, I gotta go to the doctor, so I'll be online tonight maybe. Cheesemo said, okay, sounds good. Pam continued to say, Kevin, I like how you were concentrated on my playing style, but you gotta learn to spawn trap and rush properly. Kevin said, alright, I'll work on that till the next time I see you online. After Kevin's debut, Pam didn't appear online for 2 months because of school and playing other games. In between the months, almost done. In between the months of October and November, Pam played COD a few times to keep up to keep up to date with new members. When he wasn't online, he talked a lot. He talked a lot in the MVP chat on Facebook. Cheesemo told the chat to get PS4 and Black Ops 3. Pam told his parents about getting the console to be able to play with Cheesemo and find the future 6th gen. Rambo told the chat that he might get PS4. Pam said, why aren't you getting it? Rambo said, it's my brother's choice between Xbox or PS4. Then everyone felt a little sad, especially when Breezy said, guys, I won't be getting PS4 because I'm going to university and need to focus on my studying. Therefore, the year hadn't ended yet, but a huge majority of MVP felt cut in half already. None of the 5 lieutenants that carried 5th gen were going to have PS4 either. Before everybody got fully depressed, Cheesemo said, we all got things we have to do, but as long as there's still one MVP member, this family will never die. You've all paid your dues and you've all become talented COD players. When you guys get PS4 or finish school, MVP will still be here. Okay. Alright. On March 28th, 2017, during the era of 6th generation, Pam finally bought Black Ops 3. Then he played his first TDM match on Fringe and posted his gameplay to the MVP YouTube channel. After posted his clip, he joined Native 4 Coyote's party. Pam said, hey Native, I got BO3. Native said, call me Savage Boy now. I changed my name. Pam said, why you changed your name? Native said, I don't know, just felt like it. Several minutes later, a bunch of players joined their party who were known as Casket Clan, and their leader, Final Mo Fantasy, stated, how's MVP coming along, Savage? Savage said, it's okay, I guess. I'm just frustrated on how I'm not a lieutenant yet. Final Mo Fantasy said, so wait, you've been an MVP for 2 years now and haven't gotten promoted yet? That sucks. Why don't you join Casket Clan? I'll promote you to co-leader in 2 months. All I expect is for you to play consistently. Cheesemo told me soon he'll be focusing on policing and let the future 4th cap take care of MVP. Also, let's be honest, Cheesemo isn't that good anyways, and without him, MVP will fall apart. Savage Boy then said, Cheese won't become a cop. Then everyone started laughing. Pam said, how can you say that about Cheesemo, Savage? Casket Clan fucking sucks. We've beaten them so many times. Don't listen to these losers. After Pam spoke his mind, Savage Boy kicked Pam out of the party. Pam explained to Cheesemo on how Native was talking shit about him, and Final Mo Fantasy asked Native to join his clan. After Cheesemo heard, give me a second guys, I wanna, fuck, it's still 2:44. Alright, I'll change it today. Okay, after Cheesemo heard this, he got pissed off with Final along with Native. So Cheesemo unfriended Final Mo Fantasy and had a conversation with Native on the phone. Cheesemo said, Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that after the Royal Diamond Coupe, we'll have another issue in the same month. Native, Casket Clan doesn't care about you. They won't train you or take you seriously. Every time I joined their party with you there, eventually they muted you and talked behind your back. All Fido wants is your skills that I helped develop in you. That's why Pam said they're trash before he got kicked from the party. After Native realized their intentions, Cheesemo said the only way I'ma know you're 100% with MVP and not Casket is if you delete them all right now. Native started crying but deleted all of Casket Clan, including Final Fantasy, which Cheesemo finally felt that Native was safe from those Casket losers. Okay, on April 25th, 2017, Cheesemo noticed that Pam was the 7th elite of MVS's first gen, and Savage Boy was the 10th elite of MVS's first gen, meaning the tournament for MVS's second captain, The tournament for MVS's second captain needed to happen. Once Cheesemo got them online, he realized that he'll have to take part in the event too, since he's the first elite of MVS's first generation. Before the first match started between Savage Boy and Cheesemo, there was this ambition coming from Savage, because no matter what, Savage Boy couldn't lose this match. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Right here. Okay, so throughout the first round, Cheesemo didn't have a strategy to beat Native, so he kept playing at 100%. Also, Cheesemo knew that he was going to lose because he felt like becoming second captain again in BO3 would be difficult, especially in sniping. Once Native beat Cheesemo, he moved on to the finals to face Pam, but Native still wasn't talking or being overconfident. On the other hand, Pam was being extremely cocky, believing that he could win the tournament since he's beaten Native in the past. During the finals at the beginning, Pam had a huge lead, making his victory seem as easy as taking candy from a baby. Sadly, the more overconfident Pam got, gave Native tons of determination to turn the tables around. In the middle of the match, Native took the lead by 2 kills, plus Native didn't miss his second shot, which gave him a huge lead, beating Pam and becoming the second captain of MVS. Okay. On June 9th, 2017, Pam, the 10th lieutenant of MVP's 4th generation, returned to the family. He met Kangalang again, and we all went online to have fun. Furthermore, we all ended up in this lobby with some clan thinking they're funny by changing their clan tag to MVP. So the second captain went cheese mode. Therefore, since Pam hasn't been on COD for a while, Cheesemo knew his student was rusty. Also, even though Kangalang went negative, at least he obtained 18 kills in TDM, getting the final kill, Cam winning us the match. Okay, so in late October, Pam played consistently with his MVP, within MVP, meeting new 5th gen lieutenants like, sorry, my bad guys, meeting new 5th gen lieutenants like 5th gen 7th Lieutenant Polo Baby, 14th Lieutenant Dojo Mo, 11th Lieutenant Savage Boy, and 19th Lieutenant Rich Homie. Throughout these encounters, Pam enjoyed watching these co-leaders' development, especially all the 6th generation members. After October, Pam took a break from COD to play Fortnite, so before the new year, Cheesemo congratulated Pam of all his hard work throughout the years leading up to his 5th anniversary in MVP. Pam said, Thank you, Cheesemo. If it wasn't for you, I would still be that shitty player in BO2. So thanks for allowing me to join MVP. On January 9th, 2018, Pam was scheduled to face 5th generation's 11th Lieutenant Savage Boy in the 4th Captain tournament. Before they battled, both lieutenants were extremely nervous to face each other again, with the stakes so high compared to the MVS 2nd Captain tournament. Pam had a score to settle with ex-Savage Boy by proving he's still better than Savage in any guns, while ex-Savage really wanted to be Royal to Loyal's successor. In the beginning of their match, ex-Savage Boy played by long range with his dingo and getting a few kills on Pam, while head glitched in the middle of the map. Pam didn't lose his concentration on winning the match. Instead, he welcomed this challenge and slowed down his playing style. This forced ex-Savage Boy to start boost jumping around the map, making it easier for Pam to use his hearing and experience as an advantage. Once Pam started to change ex-Savage Boy's playing style, he got a 10-kill lead easily. Then Pam started to get in his head by doing 4th Gen's ultimate strategy of cockiness. After a while, Savage tried to play slow, but since time limit was almost up, forced Savage to play in Pam's hands. Therefore, Pam won 21-17. He was extremely happy moving forward to the semifinals. Savage Boy became disappointed he lost. Cheesemo said, "I'm proud of you guys for giving this match all you had. Pam, right now you're going to go up against Polo Baby." During the next match, Pam's overconfidence quickly got the best of him, because no matter what strategy Pam came up with, worked on Polo Baby. Polo Baby's Razorback class was unbeatable, but not unmatchable, because despite Polo's 5-kill lead, Pam still knew the spawns better on BO3's Nuketown. Cheesemo enjoyed these lieutenants' intensity, because they kept killing each other back and forth. Unfortunately, time was a big factor in their match, forcing both lieutenants to rush their opponent very aggressively. Therefore, since Pam pushed out towards the middle consistently instead of playing cautious, allowed Polo to win 22-18. After the match, Pam gave Polo Baby tons of motivation for his match against Rage Panda. Pam said, "Polo, you better beat that Panda kid and become 4th captain. There's no better lieutenant than you right now." Polo stated, "Thanks, Pam. I'll do my very best." Cheesemo loved this sportsmanship between the two. Furthermore, Cheesemo knew one day Pam would become captain in either MVS or MVP. The reason why is because Pam doesn't think of becoming captain. Doesn't think becoming captain is a way to showcase your strength. Instead, he sees it as a rank. Instead, he sees the rank as a position to take MVP to heights unimaginable. On August 22nd, 2018, Pam returned during the midnight to defend his generation's title as Strongest Gen. This event was the second annual Gen vs. Gen event. Once Pam joined Cheesemo's party, he met the 4th captain of MVP named Spartan. Throughout the encounter, Pam realized Spartan was Punjabi like him, so Pam proceeded to speak Punjabi, making Cheesemo laugh. After the encounters, 4th Gen's team completely destroyed 7th Gen while being led by Spartan. Cheesemo was happy Pam was able to assist his generation in such a critical time. Therefore, thanks to Pam, 4th Gen was able to retain their title as Strongest Gen for their 4th year in a row. On October 13th, 2018, Pam posted a video on the MVP channel showing some gameplay of Black Ops 4. Throughout the clip, Pam dropped tons of kills while showcasing the new maps added, like Slums, Summit, and Jungle. On May 13th, 2019, during the new era of 8th generation, Cat Money wanted a 1v1 any lieutenant online to prepare for the next year's 5th captain tournament. So Cheesemo messaged Pam to give his lieutenant a run for his money, Unfortunately, Pam hadn't played BO4 in 4 months. Throughout their 1v1, Cat Money kept killing Pam all over the place, and Pam said, "I bet this is the only game this kid plays." Cat Money said, "I only play this game." Then Pam said, "As long as I get 10 kills, I'll feel alright, but you're good, Cat Money." During the middle of the game, Pam started to remember the spawns a little and made a comeback, but still lost 30-22. On July 29th, 2019, Cheesemo wanted Pam to get on BO4 to play with his old student, Jordan Knight. Pam got online so fast just to have a reunion with one of his best students, which brought a tear to Cheesemo's eyes. Once Pam joined to see who's better between teacher and student, Pam had more experience in BO4 than Jordan, so he had most of the lead throughout the match. Despite this being Jordan's first match in COD after 4 years, Jordan managed to hold his own, getting several kills on Pam. Cheesemo liked how their 1v1 was fun and not super competitive, despite Pam winning 29-14. Overall, Pam's journey on becoming the 10th lieutenant of 4th Gen is one legendary tale. Pam was an underdog, coming in MVP. Over the years, he became one of the greatest lieutenants Cheesemo has ever seen. Every event, he gave 100% of his best to show everyone that he's the real deal. Pam's lieutenant run is something to admire. Pam was always online to support MVP in clan wars and training sessions, because he just loves MVP with all his heart. During the era of 6th Gen, Cheesemo needed 11 people in MVP he could trust to maintain organization, respect, and authority when Cheesemo wasn't online. Cheesemo created the MVP Special Task Force that works directly under a MVP General to ensure there's no conflict in MVP. After a few hours thinking of the greatest players our family has to offer, Cheesemo needed Pam to be in Task Force. Pam couldn't wait to bring more organization to MVP and was honored to be promoted in the second highest rank in the MVP tree. Pam, along with the other 10 members in Task Force, did their job perfectly. Since 2017, there's been no issues or conflicts in MVP currently in 2020. Therefore, there's no doubt in Cheesemo's mind that Pam will become a captain of MVP or MVS eventually. Lastly, Cheesemo's proud of all Pam's accomplishments throughout his 7 years in MVP. Also, Cheesemo's happy that he trained Pam, and now he's a legend. The end. So guys, thank you for staying tuned this long. I love everybody in MVP equally, and I respect those who have really like set the bar in the fam. I always used to think to myself that yes, I'm Cheesemo, I'm the founder, I'm the second cap, I'm the third cap of MVS. I've done all these things in Call of Duty. I've trained like 200 members, like I've done a lot. And if there's one thing I always expected, even when I was 16, was that, because I'm turning 24 now, the one thing that I always expected was when these members become co-leaders and they're establishing themselves, I want them to get out of my shadow. I want them to get out there and actually continue the legacy that was started way before their time. Currently now we have a 5th captain, and he is extraordinary. We have 9th Gen members that they got so much determination and charisma that it makes me feel even more older than I already am. And it's just the wheel. The wheel just keeps spinning. And if it wasn't for guys like Pam, we wouldn't even be talking right now in 9th generation, in our 10th anniversary. So Pam, if you're listening out there, I respect you a lot. I've loved your career. It's not like I didn't notice or pay attention to things that you were doing, or even little things, small things, compared to the big things. Like, just by hearing this chapter, that I've really paid attention to all the stuff you've done, and I will continue to pay attention to more members that can possibly live up to your expectations or become a player as good as you. And I suppose that's it for this MVP clip. The next clip that you guys are gonna see will be the the 5th captain tournament for MVS or sniping division. And I'll catch you later. This is Cheesemo signing out.